little seedling, what do you need? Soil and water and sun. And little seedling, what will you give me? Yummy vegetables for everyone. I have a worm farm and compost bin that I put my food scraps in. They get broken down.
I'm scared that one day I'm not going to be able to do this anymore because my back is just fucked.
Yeah.
Because I literally get to the point at the end of the day where if I get up off the couch after I eat my dinner to put it in the bowl and sink, I'm like I get to here and then I'm, whoa, and I just need to get to there. It's fucked, like I'm powerlifting my body.
Yeah.
And that's why I need to roster myself out of a job so I can actually go and start doing workouts and looking after myself.
Yeah.
And adding that into the mix.
Maybe that's a flag as well to like go easy on your staff potentially. As in,
they're young.
Yeah, they're young, but like if they're doing...
Mate, they got the easiest jobs ever.
Well, especially once the dogs are trained right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, it's good the way that it's broken up now because they come in, smash it out and go home.
Yep.
It's not like a 10-hour shift or anything.
Yep.
It's not grinding. I mean, Carl has the longest shift and he cruises around on a unicycle.
Yes.
It's still a bit taxing on the core. Hey, lay down. Like a sphinx. All right. Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Episode number 7. It's getting up there.
Yeah, 7.
Almost in the leagues with the big guys. What's been happening, Vic?
I didn't work today.
I know. We're a little bit flat today without you here. Notice the difference. There's just a chunk of dogs that added to everyone else's workflow.
I appreciate that you noticed.
Yeah, that's good.
How'd it go today? Have some tricky dogs in, or pretty smooth, or who'd you have?
We had, I think there was about 19 dogs today.
Yeah.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 19 dogs. It was actually to the point where we didn't have enough space here because I had dogs from my car, which I didn't want to leave in my car. So we had to play the perfect traffic controller game to get dogs out so that there was space to have dogs in and keep them circulating. So that was good. In terms of tricky, difficult dogs, we had no tricky, difficult dogs. We had a few newbies that were in, but I wouldn't call them difficult. We had Bella the Roddy first day. Nicko was back day 3 or 4. Bane came in today, hasn't seen Bane in a little bit. And that was it. Everyone else was pretty cruisy.
Yep.
After they've been here a few sessions, they
know the drill.
Fall into the mould. So, but we did have some new staff that have started. You're going to fall off like that, banana. Lay down. We did have some new staff that had started. Freya is a new girl that's on the team, and she is 17, and she has left school and looking for work and wanted to do something with animals. And I got in contact with her because she had put a message out in one of the dog groups, saying a dog walker. She's just trying to get out there and earn some money. So
and you're like, I've got some dogs you can walk.
I was like, was that $25 an hour? And she's like, yeah. I was like, come down and have a chat. I've got some work for you.
Yeah.
And then we spoke and I was like, you could go and walk dogs. Or you could work here. And this is what we do here. You want to give it a shot? She's like, yeah, okay. And she's cool. I like her.
Yeah, cool.
For a young girl, she has a good attitude about her in terms of giving shit a go.
Good.
Right? So she's just, I do it. When I messaged her, I was like, are you keen to do this and do that? can't remember exactly what I said. She's like, I'm keen for anything.
Nice.
Like, I just want work.
That's what you want to
get
hear.
out there.
Yeah, that's what you want to hear.
So I was like, yeah, cool. So then even today, after she finished some laps in the afternoon, I got an ergonomic kneeling chair for my leather desk. So I stopped sitting on the little pedestals that we use because it's doing my back in.
Yeah.
And it arrived today. So I was like, problem solving for the afternoon. You can finish that before you go. So she put it together. And I was actually pretty impressed, to be honest. Took her longer. Than I came in at 15:15. So like, you've got 15 minutes till you finish, like, get it done, putting pressure on her just to, see how she went. And she told Carl, she's like, I reckon it'll be pretty easy. Came in, she had like everything laid out nicely. I was like, I don't even do that when I make that stuff, right? All the bolts in different things. And she didn't do it in too bad a time. I even came in and I was like, you said you'd be done, like you're going over. She's like, oh yeah, I've been struggling. So I went and put my stuff down and come back. I was like, what are you struggling with? She's like, oh no, I fixed it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, good. That's the best part. Struggle. That's where the learning happens.
Yeah, sounds like a really good attitude.
Yeah, good attitude. Yeah, 100%. So,
that's awesome.
And I spent some time with her, teaching her some controlled walks today, and yeah, she impressed me with that too. A little bit of natural talent there, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think she'll be a good addition to the team. And Shayla also, who's been in, I've probably mentioned her before. We got her because she messaged us about work experience because she's doing the NDTF and she has to do a certain amount of hours for work experience. And I'm always like, because no one ever gave me a go, because I did that when I started, messaged some of the big names around town, like that people that I'd even heard on the Canine Paradigm podcast or whatever. And I was like, oh, if they're on that podcast, it must be decent. So I went and emailed all these people, and do you know that no one ever emailed back? And the same with this girl here. She's like, you're the only one that emailed me back.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, come have a chat. Let's talk.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, I trained up a new staff member on her work experience time. And she's good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we're going to grow slowly but surely. But all these kind of advantages that you get where people just like, nah, work experience. Either through insecurity, like I'm not going to let you come here and then steal all my secrets and then go like start your own dog training business, or I'm not going to let you come here and then like ruin my business. And it's just like, no, coach. If they're good enough to be coached. Even Madison, I think she's 14 or 15. She's another work experience girl that's here at the moment.
Yeah.
And she's quite a soft girl, softly spoken, like very quiet. She works okay. Like you give her work to do and she does. Like in terms of dog handling, I'd like to see a little bit more grunt there.
Yeah.
Right? Because she needs to find a bit of an inner bitch, and that's something if she continues down the path. I mean, she's only 14, right?
Yeah.
As she develops. But we got one of the best things out of her for how we hang our leads. Hey, lay down.
Yes. Yeah.
And it shows like even at that young age, you can get some good initiative and good innovation out of these kids. Is like we were hanging our leads on 3-meter leads on these hooks where they were like draping down to the floor. And me in my head, I'm like, oh, well, it's on the floor. And I'd like vacuum around it and mop around it.
Yeah.
And I came in one day and then they're hanging up nicely and there's no leads hanging on the floor because she's folded them through the eye of the snap hooks and then back again through the eye of the snap hooks. And they're nicely folded and they look good. I'm like, who did that? And then she like looked like she shit herself, like she did something wrong. She's like, me? I was like, man, that is awesome. Like, that's such a good idea. And then Carl found out, and yeah, she looked pretty flattered with herself when everyone was giving her praise. But that's one thing that we got out of her for her time here to help her out with her work experience. Yeah. And it's changed our business. That's how I see life now. You know? Is through a different lens. But anyway, so yeah, today was good.
Nice.
Lots of people, and we've got a buzz about the place now. Yeah. Like it's no longer Daniel in the shed, it's no longer Daniel and a bit of help in the shed. It's systems going and it's flowing and it's pumping. And get people stop in to say hi just to come by and visit now. It's got like a real club feel and it's not just a drop-off business. And yeah, it's vibing really well. really well. But you were missed today. But next week you're back, right?
Yep, I'll be back next week.
Too busy mothering twins. Jeez, get your priorities right.
I know.
So anyway, we're going to talk about a few different things tonight, mate.
Yes.
Bum's getting a bit hot. Sitting on the blankets, Brendan. We had a recommendation that we should sit on the blankets and show some leg tonight because they were aesthetically unappealing.
Legs out for Brendan tonight. Cheers.
Yeah, that's it. Legs out for Brendan. Tira, lay down, please. So yeah, we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about some of our students and their progressions. We're going to talk about some of our new dogs that have come. We're going to talk about the movie business, and we're going to talk about Syn and me, progressions.
Yeah, let's do it.
Where do you want to start?
We can start with with students. You want to talk about handlers, or you want to talk about dogs? A bit of both.
We'll talk about team first, and then we can talk about dogs only, because there's a few that we can talk about that are new to the club, so their handlers haven't really got involved.
I could say on the Sunday class that I've been taking at the horse arena, 2 weeks ago, Marley's owner, she was kind of feeling a bit out of sync with her dog. And as we all know, like Marley's at hood hangs, she's excellent. And she's perfect for, especially when we're handling her. I haven't seen the new girls handle her. Hopefully she's being good for them as well. But yeah, so rock star dog, but then Helen was kind of feeling out of sync with her because Marley was being a bit of a goofball with her. And then I guess Helen came in and did some handling with you, shadowing with the day dogs and on and off with Marley or something. But then the next Sunday, just from the get-go, her walking in, Marley was just following her lead, and they were in sync, and they were perfect.
Yes.
So,
we'll see.
Totally different from that week to the next week. Yeah, they were rock stars, and she was killing it, and I hope she knows that because they looked good. So
she was highly frustrated on that Sunday.
Yeah.
And then she had tears in my presence, which always makes me feel awkward. I don't like when people cry around me because I'm just one of those people that's just like, bury it. But I just feel awkward because I never know what to say. It's like, there, right? So anyway, she had some tears and she was frustrated. Like, this stuff gets frustrating. I get it.
It does get frustrating, especially when you've been working with your dog for a while.
Yes.
I think she said she and Marley have been coming here for a year.
Yeah, about there. Maybe. And
in general, I think she's really happy. Like, Marley's pretty good, but then Marley will have that day when she's a goofball, and she was having that 2 Sundays ago.
Her and Marley, like, they work well together.
Yeah.
But Marley still, what they haven't been able to grapple is, again, when Marley wants to be a bitch, Helen struggles to out-bitch the bitch. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So that's where the frustration came on that day, because it was clear that she Marley just had it on top of her, and then, which is always good, because I always tell people at the greatest point of frustration generally comes growth.
Yes.
Right? And she was really down and out on that day and frustrated with herself and the team. And both me and you told her, I was like, mate, that's this much of a change you need to make, and this will all be over by next week.
Yeah.
Like, you'll be back, maybe a step back, but you'll progress through it. And then she came in.
I think sometimes you have to I'm just reflecting on my own journey with Nicko, and then even your journey with Syn. Perhaps you have to sometimes, with your own dog, you get into those routines and you do what you need to do, but you get to that tipping point where you're like, nah, enough is enough. Like, I need to change to do something about this situation.
Come to Jesus moment.
So that frustration is perhaps necessary.
Yes, that's right. 100% frustration is necessary in all forms of growth and learning. But she came in, and it was good because there's a few students that have been putting their hand up to want to come in, which is giving us good run-throughs because we're now doing the intensive handling day, which I think I mentioned last week anyway. We had a little infomercial on the session last week. Oh, excuse me. So she came in and we went for a walk, and just being able to spend the time with her to deep dive into her handling and timing and now and this and that. Like by the time we got to the end of the first street, she was on top of it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, so now go and do that with 6 more dogs.
Yeah.
These are the dogs that you can take out, go take them out and practice.
I think that makes a difference handling other dogs as well, because with your own dog, you maybe let things slide or you're attached to them in a different way. Whereas if you're taking out a dog that you don't necessarily know very well, but you know what the standard is and that dog can meet those criteria, you hold them accountable for it in a way that you don't necessarily hold your own dog accountable for, because you've got that personal relationship with them. So I think getting hands on dogs makes a huge difference. I think that's why I'm like as good as I am, like having been involved with rescue and fostering so many dogs with so many different problems and just having to navigate. I was like, this dog, I've never seen this problem before, but if this dog's going to get adopted and live like a normal life, it has to just be a normal dog.
Yeah.
So just navigating through that and figuring out what to do with all those dogs, I think that's why I'm okay at handling a dog.
Yeah, well, it's got to be variety. And even when the students have been coming in for the days of the intensive program, it's been a mix of dogs in, first of all, walking their own dog to see where they're at with that dog, and then because they're generally maybe a little bit frustrated or tired, maybe even a bit stressed after walking their own dog, if they're kind of in a bad way or whatever, then it's like, okay, like today Rika came in, Rika and Kinta.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Tira, down man. Rika's first dog was Kinta, obviously, her own dog, and her second dog was Mitch.
Mitch is nice to walk.
Yeah, and she was like, what?
And Mitch is a big dog.
Yeah,
too.
big male Doberman with this little short Rika.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was walking him, and she like, so it can just, this is what you can have.
Did she love that?
Oh, she loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loved it. And then she
Mitch is
walked
a babe.
Amika, and then she walked Huey as well.
Yes.
And then we went back to Kinta.
Yeah.
So being able to give them the mix, and then sometimes I will throw Tira in for someone because she can be good, but you got to be on her
Yes.
at the start of the walk. Like you got to be on her, otherwise she'll just. Yeah,
She's like,
bully
oh, you won't make me accountable?
that's right.
No problem.
That's right. Yep. But then as soon as she knows that you're applying the same rules at the same level of pressure, then she's like, okay.
Yeah.
No problems. So you're testing and putting pressure on the handlers by varying, but it's also good for them to feel what it feels like to have that peace, because then when you go back to your own dog, you're like, fucking cut it out.
Yes.
Be more like Mitch.
Yeah, be more like Mitch.
So it's, so Marley, to finish off with Marley and Helen, like they came in and smashed that day, and then they came back to Sunday and...
They were rock stars, yeah. Like they were incredible, and I even allowed, because in the Sunday classes, when the dogs are ready for it, we're doing dog-to-dog interactions, just the client dogs with my dogs to start with, and see how that goes. And yeah, Marley was awesome. So I let Marley have a run with Nicko, and yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah, that's
so, and then as soon as Helen said, all right, let's go back under control, Marley's like, yep, no problem, we're back under control. Perfect. Exactly what you want to see. So looking forward to, I hope this Sunday, we've got different stuff on this Sunday.
She'll be here this Sunday then.
Yeah, she's going well. Yeah.
We've got barbecue and content collection.
Yeah.
New website photos, staff photos.
Staff
everything,
photos, okay.
Video reviews. Yeah, so make sure you doll up.
Yeah,
Wear
right.
your favourite dog club jumper.
Yeah.
I'm wearing we're calling this the landscaper's green,
Is that for Brendan as well?
It is for Brendan. I thought I'd look sexy for Brendan tonight.
Yeah.
In a nice green that he may appreciate.
Yeah, he likes green.
The forest green.
He likes green.
He's a green thumb.
Yeah, he is.
That's so cool.
He is.
So yes, I might. I don't know. May wear one of my grey ones. I've decided that with the merchandise. So because I always joke to everyone like Dog Club is going to be a cult. And we're going to get everyone tracksuits soon. So everyone at the student level, they're allowed to wear black and gold, right? So that's black and gold. You are rocking the new white Merle.
Yes.
That's for 3+ year members only. And then anything that I wear, you have to own a franchise. So once we scale up, all the CEOs of the franchise, they're allowed to wear the forest green. As long as they shout out to Brendan on the podcast every time.
Yeah.
I've got a shadow grey, and I've got a cypress, which is like an olive green.
Okay.
Just trying out some new stuff. And for the marketing department, because we've got Claire, who's doing our marketing, when she came for her first meeting, she was wearing like an oversized brown Carhartt. I'm like, oh, you like that brown colour? Go on AS Colour tonight, find what colour you like, and that can be the marketing jumper only.
Okay.
Just like Carl in his silver jacket, right? Everyone's got their own little.
It's almost like a karate belt system.
Yeah, but cooler.
Yeah.
Streetwear, like it's So that's where we're going with all that stuff, and people can earn stuff.
That's
Angela will be coming up to 3 years soon, I reckon.
We could have once we have our big scent night comps, we could have like a scent night jumper or something.
We could almost create like houses, like Gryffindor and all that shit. You know, the scent house, and the obedience house, all the different. Anyway, so that was Marley. Went off on a digress again.
Marley's awesome.
Yeah, so that they finished up good. So then on the same weekend that Marley was awesome, Rika and Kinta were pretty.
We had and that was partly my fault. Like I was trying, she was coming into the arena just over aroused because she's had good times there, and we were kind of letting her get away with all of that. And then she just ended up just not in. That dog's not in great headspace in general, which is something we're working on with her for sure. But just all that arousal was driving her exactly where we didn't want her. So we got her back under control and kind of a bit more normal, and then took her out. But it wasn't their best session. It was a productive session as far as seeing where the dog was up to and just trying some stuff with her. And just a learning experience for me and for Rika.
Yes.
But more to do with that dog. So, but they came in today. And you said she handled a bunch of dogs today.
Yeah, she went really well.
So second time taking Kinta out.
No. So let's start from the start. I think that the first thing. Someone sent some videos into the group of the Sunday.
Yes.
Which obviously you call me after every class to give me a rundown on what happened. And cool. First thing I noticed was that, she was too amped. And again, it's a problem with Rika and Kinta, is that because Kinta is a bit of a space cadet, if you have not got that dog settled and under control very quickly... everything else is
she deteriorates.
Because the more environmental pressure, the more overwhelming and overstimulating stuff gets, her mind just races, right? So what we focused on today, because I said essentially next time she comes to the arena, like, you guys got to focus purely on that, getting out of the car, getting in the right mindset, getting into the arena, under control, nice and calm, all that sort of stuff. As basically what I saw in the video was like, she was just loading, and then she's gone, and then trying to bring her back from that. For a handler like Rika is out of her depth.
Yes,
So today what we did was the first session, she came in here, and we got dogs in crates and stuff, but like, Kinta just being out at this stage, because she's a rescue, and she's a rescue that was reactive and redirecting, and this whole space cadet mind space just led into redirection. Before, she used to wear a muzzle when I first seen her because she bit me the first day that I seen her.
Yeah.
So we were just walking around in here, just getting her reduced and balanced, and it took Rika a little bit, just with the people coming and going, picking up dogs going out. But we finally got her nice here, and then we took her out into the laneway. We did some work in the laneway, and then we went for a walk. And then it wasn't a bad walk. In here, we could see over the time that we worked in here that she reduced nicely.
Yeah.
And again, what it's going to take is Rika to increase her handling skill. But I think what we need to do again with Rika is like break it down to such a small component like what we did today, and what you'll do next time she comes to the thing, so that she can get on top of something.
Yeah.
Because she gets lost in her own handling as well, because then the dog gets too much, and then Rika's she's already lost, right? And then she's overthinking it.
And it takes practice as well.
Yeah.
So much practice.
The problem is that Kinta, like I said, she's not an easy dog for someone to rehab.
Dog. Yeah.
And you're doing that, learning how to dog train with the
difficult dog.
Yeah, that's right. So it's going to take longer.
Yeah.
But she did do well on that walk, and then she took Mitch and that out, and then she took. Then we got Kinta out again later in the day. And then we're doing, even in the first session, we did some pedestal and A-frame, right? Just to get her up there on the pedestal, pressure only up on the pedestal. We did the second highest pedestal, so it was a bit of a challenge, but she got it. And then the, hey, shush, man. The second session later in the day, we did the highest pedestal, which was confronting for the dog. And maybe confronting for the handler watching, because I got her to start it, and then because Kinta, again, her problem is that she doesn't understand pressure, and she flips out over pressure. So it was almost like, we're walking towards this red thing, and I'm just going to walk under it. It's like, you're going up on top.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I'm just going to put my feet up on top. I was like, yeah, cool. And then, I'm just going to put my feet up on top. And the rest, right? And then...
Get all the way up.
I mean, it's an awkward thing, and that's why kind of like the A-frame really would be better. We've got to build a smaller A-frame.
Yeah.
So we can do this kind of task on, because once her front feet are up on that tallest pedestal, like, you're pulling yourself up because you've got nowhere to put your legs.
Yeah.
So it was a bit awkward for her, but we still accomplished it. And she went through a bit of stress. Tira... She went through a bit of stress, and it got to the point where from 2 feet on and pressure and the rest, trying to backflip, trying to eat the line, trying to do all this sort of stuff, within, I would say, 5 or 6 reps, she was walking towards the red thing and just went, choop,
yeah, nice.
And just sitting on top.
Yeah, nice.
Without even breaking a stride.
I thought you were going to say 5 or 6 minutes. 5 or 6 reps is really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because she knows that is the only option, is to get up there.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I can do this. Because again, in that dog's head is all negative talk.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that, it's probably, the pedestal is probably as high. Yeah.
Maybe as high as the back of this chair.
Maybe that high.
Yeah.
What dog can't jump that high? And I'm looking forward to, when I do my pressure seminars, about having a general discussion with the group first. Just, what do you think, Vic, is a reasonable height that you would expect a dog could be able to jump?
Do you want a number? But definitely pretty high.
Just an average dog.
Yeah.
Could they jump over that fence if they wanted to?
Yes.
Yeah. That fence is 1.2 metres high.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, they could.
1.2 metres is the panel, So plus it's lifted off the ground a little bit, let's say 1.3, 1.4 metres, about chest high on me. And okay, cool, everyone thinks that, cool. So why, when your dog is doing backflips, to jump on a pedestal this high, is that good for the dog as an animal when we all just said that, like...
Is it unreasonable to expect that?
Well, like the dog should be able to do it. If you think of dog and you think the dog should be able to jump over 1.4 because it's an animal and it's a dog, that's the animal of dog, and then your dog's backflipping because it's so stressed over this little obstacle in its life, that dog ain't ever getting on that pedestal unless it's pressured to do so.
Yeah.
Because that's where the mind is on the dog. So then you can see from it being like, I don't know how to deal with this shit, this is crazy, like trying everything to get out of it, and then realising there is no other way out of it but to go through it. And then literally 5 or 6 reps later, even though they're pretty stressful reps, it's like, doop.
Yeah, easy.
Like,
yeah,
that's growth. 100% growth. So that was cool. It was exciting to watch. And when you're in the moment with those dogs backflipping, you're like, oh, fuck. Even though you doubt yourself, like, oh, we're going too far. No, just got to see it through. Just got to see it through. Got to see it through. And Freya was watching on the side, and it's only her second day, and because I'm forcing this dog to get up on the pedestal, and it doesn't want to get up on the pedestal.
It's like, what is this torture that you're doing?
That's what I'm thinking. And then it finally got up on the pedestal, and she's like, oh! And you see, she was clapping on the side. She was so excited.
Tara.
And that's all right. She's probably getting hot.
Okay.
It was a good win. And then just for Kinta, like a space cadet who the normal everyday life just has her worrying so much, to be able to just like, I can do this, bang. It was cool. So that's bit more stuff
and
like that.
And she can do it with Rika.
No, she did it with me.
She was doing it with you.
Yes, because I started with Rika.
Yeah.
Or Rika. I call her Rika, you call her Rika.
I don't know.
It's
we should ask her.
Accent,
we should ask her.
Send us a text, let us know how to pronounce your name.
Tara.
Yeah, because the problem also is Rika is probably not much taller than that pedestal. So like she's like trying to do these ones. I'm like, Rika, I need to get you a pedestal so you can stand on it.
Yeah.
But then so I thought I'll take the lead, and then next time we'll get her to do some stuff like that. So it was good. Then she went again in the afternoon for a walk, and then she finished up, and then she decided to do another lap, and then she sent me some video. She's like, she wasn't perfect, but there was a lot more time of the loose leash with her. She was calm. But I was like, those moments that I saw in the video that weren't loose probably wouldn't have been loose if you weren't filming your dog. Don't get complacent.
That's like, that's another layer of like, I'll show my trainer what I'm up to. And it's hard to film and
that's
train.
Right.
I'm always worse when I'm filming.
100%. So that's those two teams. Let's move on to, let's break it up a little bit. Let's talk about movie business.
Oh, the movie business.
Yeah. Tell us.
Well,
let's start with how you first got involved in the movie business and what you've done, and then what developments have come out of that now. Hey, come here on your bed. Lay down.
Well, I fell into the movie business.
Down.
There was an ad online wanting local dogs in the area to apply for this role in a film. I guess the film they were trying to find ways to save money, basically, and a lot of the animal wranglers, so they're called the dog handlers for movies, come from interstate, so they want accommodation and they charge such and such fees for their dogs, blah blah blah. And they're like, well, let's see if we can source any local talent. So a few people tagged me in it, and I sent the producer some videos. I was like, is there anything specific like you need the dog to do? So she listed.
Hey, down.
She wants to do some bite work.
Yeah, she wants to do something.
So she listed that they want the dog to, the dog has to get injured in the movie, so they want the dog to lay on its side and like be dying and stuff. So I just I got Nicko to lay on his side, and I took some videos of like me walking around and going like and like patting him and stuff, and just showing that he could hold that position like there on his side, and sent that to her, and she was like, oh, that's exactly what we need. So we got cast in that, which was very exciting.
And what's that called?
So this film's called The Run. It is being released in the Adelaide Film Festival in November. And so hopefully it'll be available at some point next year, but I haven't got any details about what platform or anything. So that's coming soon. So this is November last year that we filmed it, so it's almost a year later.
Are they giving
that
you
it's
tickets?
Now coming out. I haven't got any information.
Well, I'd be
about...
emailing them so we know what colour hoodies we have to wear on the night.
All right.
What's the dress code?
I'll find out. So that was very exciting. Nicko, we met some cool actors. Everyone on the film set actually was incredible. Like, we got started. My other dog, Indy, got to be in the dog pack in the movie, and it was incredible. We were doing stuff, and I thought the dogs were getting hot, and I was like, we need like a water bucket or something. And they're like, yeah, water bucket, and they're all talking through their walkie-talkies, and like 10 seconds later, someone comes running out with a huge bucket of water for the dogs. Like, it was incredible. Like, this group of people was just, whatever someone said they needed, everyone's just making it happen. It was so cool. Anyway, so that was a really good experience. And then they've contacted me since asking for a dog for another role. So I referred someone else for that. And then I saw another casting. This isn't the same film company. This is through someone else, and I don't have all the details yet. But Brendan's dog, again, this is a big Brendan episode, hey. So they're after a healer, and Brendan's got a little blue healer. She's awesome, really well trained. She's, little superstar. So I sent them a bunch of photos, and they just need the dog to hang out on the set in some scenes, but there might be livestock around, like horses and stuff, and there might be chickens loose. And I was like, well, Junie lives with chickens, so that's not a problem.
Nice.
And she's got sheep literally over the fence, and she's been around horses before. So I was like, she's ticking all your boxes, so, we've got this dog here. And she got cast for that. So first day of filming for her is Friday next week. So,
nice.
And then a couple days the following week. So
where?
Super, super exciting.
Are you allowed to say
I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
What region of Adelaide?
I haven't signed anything. I was like, do I need to sign anything? And they haven't yet. So I'm like, well.
Yeah. Okay.
But I might try and be proper about everything and do it, and then I'll give you guys an update as that progresses. But that's super exciting.
Well, it does make sense that film companies in South Australia take note of the catalogue of dogs that Dog Club has to offer.
Yeah, well...
Or our network, not just Dog Club, because we're
definitely
an extended network.
And everyone's been super happy with all the dogs that we've sent their way. They're like, oh, the dog was brilliant. So...
Yeah. That's it. I mean, we've got in our private group online now just over 70 members.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a few couples in there with their dogs, but not many. Most of them are singles. So even if we had 50 dogs, it's like all shapes and sizes.
It's a good library of dogs that, can do
good stuff.
Really good stuff. Big skill sets.
That's cool. So then what's the vision for that department?
Well, it would be exciting to just reach out to them and just say, hey, we've got dogs available, and I don't know, get our dogs on the big screen. That would be super cool. Oh, in the movie The Run as well, I tried to get Tira a spot in it, but they ran out of time
was organised
to even shoot the scene.
It got cancelled.
Yes.
The last minute because they time constraints, so they rewrote the scene to not have the dog in it.
Yes.
That was her going to be, I think, just at a window. So like the dude was creeping on a property or something, going past the window, and then
an aggressive dog barking.
Yeah, barking.
And I was like, oh, we've got obviously a safe dog, but she can do some scary barking for you. She's got a nice scary bark.
Yes.
So they were keen to see it, but they everything was so time sensitive, and you don't realize it, but everything changing, they're like, oh, you know, the sun's not over here now. How are we gonna, like, they just have to change stuff on the fly, or like someone's walking through, so they have to like reshoot stuff, and yeah, it's fascinating.
Cool. Well, keep us informed of the movie business. Yeah. We'll have to get one of those little.
Yeah.
When we start cutting segments and stuff, and, what's up in the movie business with Vic? And that could be our segue into your little update.
A different color jumper for the for the Wranglers.
Yes, for the Wranglers.
Yeah.
Gosh, that might be like a khaki or a Steve Irwin vibe. Maybe the Cypress jumper that I got today would work. Oh, okay. But you have to buy a franchise before you can wear one of those colours. So
right. I'll get right on that.
We'll work towards it.
Okay.
I'll give you mates rates.
Yeah, mates rates.
All right. Well, that was a good interruption from talking about our dogs, but we're going to go back to talking about some of our students, or the new students. And we mentioned Nicko last week because... well,
he was your dog of the day last week.
That's right.
Like, we like to say, oh, what dog did you enjoy working today? Nicko, you had a breakthrough with last week.
Yeah, well, that was just good to see. Yeah, just good to see how good he was, really. But then today, it was last.
Just recap who Nicko is.
Yeah, Nicko's a German Shepherd. Don't know the age. Probably about between 1 and 2 years old. And reactive dog, people reactive, dog reactive, couldn't settle, just no self-control really.
Did he come in with a muzzle, or he was okay without? Yeah.
That was an owner that was very nervous about me handling him even.
Yes.
Because he's just, again, that they knew that the dog didn't have yeah, they just have a dog that they know has no self-control, so it makes them nervous, right? His assessment, we took him to the oval, or to the local field where we go, and just seeing Carl's dog Apollo, like he was just amping, and again I was like, Jesus, I need to try and show some progress in this session. Didn't know if I'd get there, but we got him to a point where he was chill. And then he came in for his first day of training, perfect on his first day of training, still needed reducing. Second day of training was when you saw him on the Thursday, and you didn't really, you said you wouldn't have known his history, seeing the fact that we went in a group of 3.
He came out in our group of 3, wasn't reactive once. I think he had like a quick, I guess, aroused look at stuff.
Yeah.
But brought him back to calm dog. Yeah.
So it's that was the day that he got the pick, because it was last Thursday, and then he came in the start of this week, and on that day, because the goal from last week when we spoke about him as pick was that this week he would enter Gen Pop. Yeah. Rather in D block. If you notice down there, the massage beds move, so all the wire crates along that back wall now are D block. They're my dogs for the day. The specialist needs to handle the tough dogs.
Dan dogs.
So they need to kick him out of D dock and back down to Gen Pop. So on Tuesday, I think he came in Tuesday or Wednesday. It was one of those 2 other days this week. We had Shayla walk him, took him on a controlled walk. That was the first time with another handler,
and she was good, and he was good?
He was good, she was good. Perfect. And then today I took Freya, the 17-year-old.
Yes.
Because in the morning we were a bit slow because it was me, like I had to supervise 2 people today, plus Rika, so I had to supervise 3 people that I wasn't comfortable just like, go walk dogs, right? So we were a bit slow, whatever. So they got to a point where I was like, Madison, Frey, you guys got to have a break. Like, go have a break. I'll get some stuff done. I had to go home and pick up Amika, like, run around a bit. Came back. I was like, all right, Frey, you come for a walk with me. So I got Nicko out. And I'm walking Nicko, took him around the corner, and I was like, he'd done a crap, and I had to pick it up. And then I was like, hold the leash, take him to the sidewalk, and make him sit, like, just off of the nature strip. So she took him, made him sit. Picked up the poo, and then I was like, fuck it, let's just teach her how to walk a dog. Yeah. And I was like, start walking. Okay, correct him there. This is how you correct him. And she fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
And that's what I said about a bit of natural talent. When you're teaching people how to handle a dog, you usually have to more.
Yeah.
No, not like that.
Have a boundary.
Well, yeah, have a boundary, but also have a presence.
Yes.
And she had a presence about her, which was a natural throw out of a presence. Not like, I'm waiting any minute now, right?
Yeah.
It was just like, I said to her also, I think I knew that you'd be good at handling because the way you walk, you kind of walk soft in the shoulders. You got a bit of a bop about you. And she looks like a snowboarder. Had a dog club beanie on today, oversized jumper, baggy pants, and she's just cruising, doing her thing. And then she throws out a correction, and I was like, Jesus, hey. To see that come from someone who's so green in dogs, she's got a good future if she wants it.
Yeah, nice.
So that was good. So we walked Nicko with her, and that was amazing, right? 17-year-old.
So that dog's really on track.
Well, that's 4 sessions of hood hangs.
Yeah.
And now, because you were talking even last week about what happens with the handover to the clients, it's like that girl doesn't even know dogs. And she's walked in and just walked a dog who's been here 4 sessions. And so that's where the system is going, is that it's not handler dependent because the dog understands the rules. The rules are the rules, not depending.
There'll still be an element though, if the dog lives with someone and more or less pushes them around in the home, that I think the dog would still take liberties with that person per se.
Yes, I agree. But if that person comes and gives a correction for one of the rules,
absolutely,
then the dog's like, oh, same rules with you too.
Same rules, yeah.
So she gave Nicko a couple of corrections today, but then he's like, I'm catching a trend here. She's going to stand up for everything too. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Right? But then it gets to a point with each person that there is no corrections needed because the dog understands. But yeah, that was good to see. And the other notable mention was Bella. Tira.
She's bringing you a wedge.
Yeah. Come here and lay down, man. Down. She's feeling feisty.
She wants to do bite work.
Down. Bella, the Roddy.
Yes.
Came in the other day for an assessment. Made her owner cry 3 times. Happy tears. It was actually probably the perfect commercial for our business, the reel that I made out of that, because now we film all the assessments so that we can obviously show people what we do because we want to show everything. And the thing that she said that she missed doing with her dog was being able to go to the pub and cafe and all that sort of stuff. And this dog had 0 boundaries on it. So we went out and it's just to the end of the leash and just going. And if she wasn't holding the leash, the dog would have just been 4 blocks up from us. And just pulling and dragging, and it's like, no wonder your dog is reactive, because its mind is just fucking 10 steps ahead of itself going crazy. And so we did work with that dog, which actually in the assessment, it took us a while of working here because it really just put on the brakes. And then it even vomited a few times. And she's like, oh, yeah, I've seen this all before. She puts on that act, like she does it. The dog will just be like, I don't want to. And then if you try and make the dog do it, then it's like, like, you know, like a little kid is like, oh, I'm not feeling well. And like she actually made herself vomit.
Yeah.
And
like just got so riled up over it.
Well, yeah, kind of. But just throwing such a tanty. Like, you know, like you see either a video of a kid or maybe in a funny movie where like they're just crying so much that right, and it's just that's what she was doing. And then today we didn't have any of that. First day coming into Hood Hangs today, and her first session was with Freya. Like first session coming into our place for training, because I was in doing a few laps with Freya teaching her. I was like, well, you just took Nicko. Like, I would say if you could do Nicko, you could do this one.
Yeah.
Same rules apply. Gave her the leash out of the crate. Got the dog under control in here before we even made it out.
Hell yeah, Freya.
Yeah, and then we went for a walk, and that was Bella's first experience here in day training, was to walk with a 17-year-old who doesn't know dogs, and after one 10-minute coaching session with me of how to do a controlled walk, was able to take this dog and just go and do it.
He's good.
So that's awesome that we're having that success, but also attracting the people that have that natural ability, because not everyone can do that.
No.
There's people that have been trying for months and they're still struggling. So, yeah, it's cool. That was a notable mention for Bella, because she just aced it. Totally aced it. So we've already told the owner, like, no 2 hood hangs next week. You come to class.
Yeah, nice.
Because
she's ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog's ready.
And you go from a dog who can come here and smash it to then going back, obviously, with the owner, and now until next time they come, which is tomorrow, but as in the next sessions next week, like, it's all downhill because the owner's still doing what they're doing. So then next week, when the owner comes to class, lay down. When the owner comes to class, lay down. Then it goes from 2 days a week of success to 7 days a week, because now you go out and practice every day. And then it, like, that dog's life is changed in a matter of 2 weeks.
I think some of the owners, it would take them some handling practice though, which is where like, if you're ever seeing the dog not succeed when you're giving it back, it's obviously not the dog, because the dog's being good for the 5 people working here.
Yep.
So that's the handler needing more time working on their skills.
Yep.
Their dog communication skills.
100%.
Yep.
So that's where with the training package that we do is about having 2 sessions a week, not these classes or hood hangs. Hey, lay down. So that we can adjust. So generally everyone will start with 2 hood hangs in the first week, then we reassess after week 1, maybe another 2 the next week, depending on the dog.
Yep.
But this dog is fine. So then next week we'll see, okay, where's a handler at with the instructions that we give her?
Yeah.
And then go practice. And then if it gets to a point where the dog is outperforming the handler, well, no, you don't bring your dog to hood hangs anymore. You need to be doing 2 classes a week, so that we can be coaching you twice a week. Dog doesn't need coaching.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then if it gets to the point where they need to look at doing an intensive day at hood hangs, Urban Canine Academy.
Yes.
We're going worldwide now, so we have to. We are the private college of dogs in Adelaide.
I like hood hangs.
Yeah, I like it, but yeah, I think that it's we're growing. We're growing to another level.
And hood hangs doesn't have a place there.
Nah, I don't know. I just don't think that.
It's probably a better description, the Canine Academy, of like the dogs that you're churning out. It's not like hood hangs like they're.
Well,
hanging
hood
out.
hangs started when it was me in the shed.
Yeah.
Like me in the shed, it's like, yeah, come hang out with me, and we go hang out in the hood, because I used to take the dogs out and go to playgrounds and stuff like that. So it's not an institution.
Yeah.
Hood hangs is a bit like one-man band, I think. Getting out of the streets, going upper echelons. So anyway, I got lost.
That's okay. So Nicko and Bella are rocking it.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, we'll see next week how the handling is.
Yeah, so both handlers are due to come to classes next week potentially, or?
Yes. So yes, essentially.
Yep.
Yes, from next week. If they can't make it because of scheduling, like we will say, hey, get into Tuesday class.
Yep.
That's what you need to do. Oh, I can't do it next week. Well, okay, we'll make sure next week, the week after that,
Yeah.
So we give them notice, and then yeah, like I said, if they're struggling with anything, then we adapt the program to boost where they need to be boosted. Cool.
Nice.
Let's move on to the most important topic of the
Yeah,
night.
tell me about Syn. How's she going?
So,
How's your walks been with her this week? What are you up to?
So we're still in a point where I was correcting, having redirection, and I was just like, fucking hell, man, like, level the fuck up. What are you doing? What's going on? And then I don't know what made me think about it, but I was just like, I'm going to challenge myself to not look at my dog. This was yesterday morning when I took her. I wanted to go for a nice long walk with her and just outwork her. I love going for like fast-paced walks, good music in, and just fucking going, right? And so I was like, okay, going to do that. And today's goal is to not look at my dog, but I could only look at the end of the street where I'm going and doing everything by feel down the leash. Because I felt that I was like, and of course it's such can't think of the word, but it's such a reflection on life, because what was I doing each time I was going out for a walk with my dog is like, do something wrong. I'm ready, like, do something wrong. And again, it's at the start of this rehabilitation process, I needed to have that kind of outlook, because her doing something wrong was dangerous and leading to bad places. So it's like, I have to capture those moments, And now it's like the smallest little increment, and it's like, bang! And then that's why I was like, okay, I got to try something else here. And I decided to just not look at the dog and do it by feel on the leash. Because as I say to my students, is like, and I started again telling them, look forward, don't look at the dog. Feel the dog. Because what should you feel? Nothing. And if you feel something, then check out what's going on.
Yeah.
Deal with it when it comes.
Yeah.
So I was nitpicking at her. So I decided just to go, and we got 0 corrections in 45 minutes because I didn't feel anything worthy of correction.
Yep.
And in that 45 minutes, we came across novel situations, which again, for a dog learning novel situations, she didn't lose self-control. So I guess now we've gone from the moment of don't even think about it to now the communication down the line is more like, hey, don't worry about it. Like, let's just keep going. So again, what's an example? Maybe we went past and a bike rode past and she's like, oh, what's that? And then just back to walking.
Yeah.
Whereas that kind of curiosity, not like, oh, I'm going to eat it.
Yes.
Right? Is like, oh, what's that?
And that
I'm
curiosity's fine. I don't see anything
yeah,
wrong
well,
with it.
it's natural. And again, what caught me out was that we walked past a house and this dog went nuts. And I was just thinking I was in my zone and it was like, oh, and I jumped and she was like, she looked too and I was like, oh, I probably would have corrected that. But I did the same thing. But then we both just like, and just went back.
So her recovery...
Yes. So
she went straight back.
Well, yeah. So like that's where I was like, in that moment, I was like, I have to wait to see what the recovery is. We've gone from setting the standard, no, to that's a natural response to a loud, novel, bah, thrown at you. And then she comes back. If she was like, but, then it would be like, no, that's too much.
Yeah.
Right? So now we talked at the start how even he said that my standard was in a variance, but that was in a variance that was leading us to negativity, right? Problems. I think there's always got to be a variance because it's not like we're expecting this dog to never look left or right or respond to anything, but it's how do you recover from that now?
And some dogs have to be taught that they don't self-regulate, as in once they do see that novel thing and they go into that place right before they're reactive or whatever the issue is, Syn being aggressive or controlling or whatever she does, they'll get so upset or whatever it is that they're feeling that they'll go straight into those emotions, straight into that reactivity and not be able to recover themselves unless you take them out of that situation. So I think that's where this system is the dog practicing like, no, we don't overreact in all of these situations. We're just normal. Yes. We're just existing and this is what's out here and you're just going to exist. But that recovery time, yeah, that's great that she's just finding her own flow. Oh, stuff happens, doesn't matter. We're just walking together.
That's right. So that was good walk in the morning. Then we did another one in the afternoon because I was like, yes, I want to do another one. And it was probably the most chilled that I've seen her in here in a crate yet. Because, again, it was just a nice, peaceful, solid walk. No...
Because I came to pick up my prime rolls and she was just in the wire crate and she saw me come in and she was like, I don't know, giving me lovey eyes like, come get me out. And I was like, I want to.
But even Carl was walking past a few times a crate. Usually like she'd get all spinny or barky or whatever and she's just like, huh?
Yeah, that's
so it's like
awesome.
She was in a good headspace.
Yeah, really good headspace.
So that walk was like, it was a walk. It wasn't a battle. Like we went and actually accomplished something together.
Yeah.
So I think it did good thing for our trust and relationship. And even walking past a junkyard dog, which she'd normally get wound up at, and then I'd correct her for winding, and then she would come up the line today, or not today, yesterday when I walked past. Again, I would be like, take a step wrong, I'm expecting it, right? And it's just like you're riding her over the littlest stuff, and she's like, fuck you, like stop being a prick, And so I was like, okay, we're turning around the corner. She was winding, she's like...
At some point, you as a handler have to trust your dog.
Yes.
Like you've made the rules, set the boundaries, enforce them for a period of time. Then you have to let go.
Yeah, that's right. So I walked around the corner and she's like, oh, we're at that place. We're at that place? Oh, we're at that place. And I'm just walking and I'm like, I'm not allowed to even look at the fence where the dog is. Again, all through feel. And just stare down the end of the street and we're just going. And we were walking and she was with me, and I think at one point maybe she looked back, and because she looked back as I was just walking, she was paying it too much attention and just the natural tension would have come on the line. And then she kind of hopped forward in a forward direction rather than so much up at me. Does that make sense?
Hopping forward to get back into position?
Well,
or just
I think she was almost expecting I redirect here, but not really.
Maybe she's like, you're going to give me a correction, I'm just going to hop up to soften.
No. Because it hit the leash. And Tira's biting
Tira
on the bite.
wants to do bite work.
Yeah, that's all right. It's been a while. It kind of hit the end of the leash because she wasn't paying attention enough, and then it was almost like her natural instinct to have that correction come on the line to...
Tira, come up.
The correction come on the line for her to jump up at me, but then she's like, oh, but why am I even doing this?
Yeah.
It was just a half-assed and feet back on the floor, and we just kept walking. So you
didn't have to address that situation whatsoever?
No, I didn't. So again...
She just fell out of line and then... kind of came back in.
Yes, essentially. And I think that it will be a situation where I will have to try that a few times to see if that's going to lead us to progression. Okay, you've shown me for the rest of the 40-minute walk that you have managed yourself well, and this is a situation where you haven't managed yourself well in the past. What are you going to do with that today? And if we get past and it's a little bit scrappy, but okay, then we will try that and see if she's like, oh yeah, we're here. See if she starts to regulate herself a little bit better.
That's where I think you're exiting management land. Like the attitude that you were saying where you're like, I have to be on your ass, I have to, you know, I'm expecting you to do something wrong. You know, at some point, the dog's like, I'm doing all the right things. That's like your tipping point to be like, well, you have to go to the next step. I need to learn to trust you to do the right thing because you've taught her to do the right thing. So she can be free.
Yeah. And then we were in here after that walk on the green, and then fucking Pet Pilot comes in with his full face helmet. Big tall dude, and just starts walking through the fence. She's like, what the fuck's going on, man? So then I felt that I needed to correct her there because she was whining, and then she had a bit of a redirection.
Yeah.
But not on the walk.
Yeah.
And that was a very novel situation because Pet Pilot with his full face helmet to a dog who's never seen that before is like, what the fuck is this guy doing right now?
That's almost, if that was a situation where that was a random, you'd want that dog.
Yeah, but also no, because like that's just another...
That's where you want the control.
Yeah, we want the control, but also we know with her that she's got that short nerve, right? So that confrontational pressure, she's just going to be like, I'll fucking go, yeah.
Yeah.
So there is where we need to do work around that, controlled in a tighter space, like the facility or whatever, and just start pushing that stuff. But yeah, so it's good win this week.
That's great. Excellent.
Life practices of walking dogs and working dogs. Just had to let go of it all.
You have to let go.
Not expect to have to correct, not expect the redirection, and just expect to go and walk and deal with it when it arises. Because again, like in life, if you're looking for all the shitty things that you're unhappy with, then that's all you're going to see.
I agree. I agree.
So it was good. Good week. Good week at Dog Club.
Tira's just chewing your sleeve.
Going to town on the bite. Yeah, she's
telling us something.
Yeah, well, we haven't done bite work in a while, so we need to do some.
We should do some.
Cool. Anything else to add?
No, I think that was a good session. Lots of good information. Should we?
Oh, yeah. Get your shuffling on. Oh, well, it's my turn because I read the last week.
Yeah,
so
right.
I'll show you how good I am at shuffling.
Tira, come up here.
So you shuffled them so well last week, and then I just took a random card, so they're still shuffled.
The 10 of Hearts. It's got a sheep on it.
Oh, nice. It's got to be a collie reference.
You would be right, Daniel. Yes. Collies are very energetic and were originally bred to herd sheep.
No. Tell us something we don't know. Caitlin wanted me to talk about, or we could probably maybe make a whole episode about it, but she's like, you guys should talk about the fact that people have cattle dogs and sheep dogs in suburban households and why there's so many problems with them.
We can definitely talk about that.
So maybe we can make an episode of like wrong dogs for the wrong jobs.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And maybe people who don't do herding but have those breeds but maybe are doing it right.
Yes. Yep. No,
that's a good topic. Thanks, Caitlin.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. And we do need to thank our sponsors, Dog Club.
Thanks, Dog Club.
Thanks, Dog Club. That's it. We need to get more content-y with what we say. Click, like and subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Carl the other day is like, we need 15-second ads in your podcast.
Well, that's fine. We can do that.
We'll get there. We'll get your movie thing. We'll be like, cut, and then we can jump off and we'll put like a little disguise on. Have you got your prime roll today?
Yeah, prime rolls. Grab your prime rolls.
We have instructed everyone, by the way, all the staff here have to start asking every time they see a client, would you like prime with that?
Would you like prime with that? Yeah, so if you're not getting asked, you can say something. Let Daniel know.
Please let us know. So, yeah, would you like prime with that? It works for Macca's, right?
Would you like prime with that?
Yeah, so...
I would.
Yeah. Well, we know that you like your prime around here, Vic.
Yeah.
So, cool. I think that is it.
That's Sounds good. Have a good night. Go have
too.
your dinner.
That's what I was going to ask you. Was it Mexican tonight?
No, stir fry tonight.
Taking a trip to the Asias.
Yeah.
What sort of stir fry?
It had big yellow noodles and lots of veggies and strips of halloumi as well.
Nice. All right. Well, we've literally got a minute left. See you guys. Thanks for watching.
See ya. Thank you.
Or listening. See you, Brendan.
Bye, Brendan.